This is the historic Cape Coast Castle, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a painful reminder of Ghana's rich and complex history. Let's embark on a journey through time, delving into the captivating narrative of this formidable fortress that stands as an historic reminder of the transatlantic slave trade. Like the Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle is one of the large commercial forts built on the Gold Coast of West Africa, now Ghana, by European traders. It was originally a Portuguese trading post established in 1555, which they named Cabo Corso. In 1653, the Swedish Africa Company constructed a timber fort there. It originally was a center for the trade in timber and gold, and the Swedish called it Karalisborg. It was later used in the Atlantic slave trade, and over the centuries, it has changed hands numerous times, serving as a Dutch, Danish, and finally, British outpost. But its most infamous role was as a hub for the transatlantic slave trade, a dark chapter in human history. Between the 17th and 19th centuries, Cape Coast Castle served as a major deportation point for enslaved Africans, with an estimated 1.5 million people passing through its gates. The castle's dungeons, like the men's dungeon, were designed to break the spirits of the captives, reducing them to mere commodities to be traded for profit. Let us head into the male dungeon to see how the slaves were held captive while waiting to be shipped to the Americas.
So those are the first section. They call that place the strong room. If they're unable to control them anymore, they send them to condemned cell, where you stay, where you suffer till you die. But the rest were here. The last place was also called the sorting out, in the sense that you are here for 3 months. Unless there's an outbreak, other than that, you don't go out for anything. As I mentioned earlier, the dungeon serves as their bedroom, their restroom, everything. So waiting for so long, when the ship arrives, they sort them out, group them into two. The weaker ones wait for the next ship at the side, the strong ones will be here. But after they are done with the sorting, the strong ones were chained. The chains were similar, like what you see there. They were chained one after the other, 5 or 10 in line.